My loves, I am delighted to introduce you to my little Nativity accordion folded booklet. On the front here, or all around rather, we've got this belly band to keep it closed, and that slides off. And inside we have all these scenes here. We've got 2 shepherds and a lovely sheep. I'll pop him in here. And turn the page, we've got Mary and Joseph and Jesus, the baby Jesus, and a donkey. And over the page here, we've got 3 wise men bearing gold, frankincense and myrrh. And our scene opens up into the accordion folded booklet. And what we can do now is take all of our pieces out like this. Stand up our scene, and the angle's all wrong for you guys, I do appreciate that. Arrange it how we like. So we've got this kind of thing on the go perhaps, and we've got the stable in the centre there, and the landscape going on all around. And then we can position all of our pieces because they all stand up with like a little picture frame type mechanism, and they will all stand up, so you can arrange them however you wish and make a whole nativity scene out of these little guys. They work really, really well. They look so cute. I wish you could see this angle, but you will have seen the photos on the Etsy kit. So this is it. You've got Mary and Joseph and the baby Jesus. You've got a lovely little sheep and a lamb and a donkey, and they all stand up. And you've got 2 shepherds with lambs, and you've got the 3 wise men bearing their gifts, and this lovely, lovely scene that accordion folds up into its little booklet. Oh, also, there's lots of writing space on the back there, should you want it. Okay, come with me, let's see how I make it. Here we are then, bits and bobs cut out. This is a lovely fun little project that I haven't put together yet, and I'm about to. Right, so we've got these larger pieces here, and all these little pieces we'll put to one side. I'm on 250 gram throughout, as usual. I've reverse printed 2 of the pages, and that's the 2 pages that the big bits appear on. And we've just got this slight aged paper backing. If you want to leave that white, absolutely fine. You can leave it white. These pieces don't need reverse printing. We've got some scoring to do on these little tabs down the side here. And we've also got one down the middle of these pages as well. And we've got that on 3 pieces. A couple of these tabs you're going to cut off when you've decided which ones you want to be your end pieces. I've got in the middle one, yes I have, and I've got that one to do. Got these lovely old scenes going on in the background here, really lovely. And you've got the North Star there as well. Right, what we're doing, folks, we are deciding which pieces we want to go where. This piece is going in the middle. This is the stable that everything's going to happen in. So you don't actually need these tabs on this side or the other side at all. I'm a ninny, so chop them off nice and straight. You can use a paper trimmer. Mine's a big paper trimmer and it's over there and I'm over here. So we can cut both of those off on both of these pieces with the scenes on. We don't need them. There. And then, my dears, we're going to take the centre page, the centre spread with the stable on it, and we're going to apply glue to both these ear tabs. And then we're very beautifully going to decide and line up these pieces. Now I think I'm going to go with this big building here over this side to personal preference. You can do it the other way around, it doesn't matter. And stick that down on that tab there, leaving just a little tiny whisker of a gap for folding, just a little whisker. Get those nicely lined up and nice and straight, and stick those down, and then you've got this lovely long frieze that we're going to be folding up. When it's dry, we might as well get on with something else while we're waiting for it to dry. And somewhere here, I've got all my little fence pieces. Here they are, along with a lot of other bits. Right, I'm getting my bits in a muddle, and I don't mind. We can sort them out later. So find all your little fence bits. There they are. And we're going to make pockets out of all of these. And these are going to go right the way across everywhere. If you want to ink first, you ink. I'm not going to. In this instance, see what a narrow seam of glue along the bottom. You can have a little bit more on both of the sides. And you're going to pop these at the bottom, butt it up to the bottom of the frieze, and there's a tiny, tiny little whisker either side. These panels, these little fence panels, are just ever so slightly shorter than the actual panel that you're sticking them to, and that's to allow the thing to close nicely without bulky bits of card in that fold. So just go ahead like that all the way through and stick all of your little fence pieces and make them into pockets. Very nice and calming, this kit, actually. I wonder if it's the theme or me or both. Looks lovely. I love all these lovely nighttime scenes behind. There we are, dears. That's those stuck on. Let's put that to one side and let that dry. These are the front and the back covers for our little Nativity accordion folding scene. Now we've got all of these guys to sort out. And these guys are mirror images of each. They are mirror images of each other. So they'll go back to back like that. And what we're going to do with each of these little fellas is we're going to score them. And you can decide for each one where you're going to score it. I'm going to go about waist level where possible, because it looks a little bit more natural. But that's neither here nor there, really. You can do what you like. And when you've got a score, you can glue above your score line, stick your two pieces together and put them to one side to dry. I'll show you on this one. I've scored at about waist level, and when I fold that, bend that back just a little bit, obviously mine are sliding about all over the place because it's still wet. When you do that, you make like a picture frame kind of thing. So you get these standing characters. If you've got any issues with them standing straight, that's easily enough remedied. Easily enough remedied, is that a sentence? Just go along the bottom and just trim a little bit, and then your piece will stand beautifully straight. There we go. There's Mary. All done. Now, things like the donkey, so the people are all taken care of. We can go about waist level with all the people characters. The baby Jesus we've got here. Where shall we score the baby Jesus? I'm going to go kind of just a little bit on the straw. You want to keep that nice and straight. It's a fiddle in my scoring board, but I can do it. There. And I'll glue above my score line. Stick the other baby Jesus to the other side and let that dry. What else have we got that might be a bit of a challenge? Oh, my sheep. Now, my sheep is wrong. I made a mistake, but I've corrected it. Your printable is absolutely perfectly correct now. Something like the sheep, you can go just below the head on the neckline there. That's absolutely fine. So I won't stick that one together because, like I say, mine's wrong. Yours is correct. The donkey we've got... Oh, I've got another sheep here. Look at this. I have got 2 correct sheep. Don't know how that's happened, but there we go. In that case, you might have an extra little sheep on your printable. So I can stick my sheepses together. And the lovely little lamb there. Pop that to dry. The donkey, I'll do a little bit differently. The donkey, I'm going to go on a bit of an angle across the neck. That will also work. So again, we're gluing the head, gluing everything above the score line. And sticking that together and putting that to one side and let that dry. Everybody else is a person and we know what we're doing with those, so I'll finish those off camera. Let's get back. Excuse me, little fellas. You get lined up there, baby Jesus, that's beautiful. And you get lined up there, little sheep. Lovely. Right, let's go back to this now, shall we? We're going to fold inwards first of all. I could have done that better, couldn't I? I'm going to fold inwards first of all. Look, I've got a bit sticking out over the bottom now. I'm going to have to trim off. That's my fault. Get rid of that. Right, so we're going to fold inwards first, then we're folding outwards, keeping an eye that you're keeping everything nice and straight and lined up as you go. And just keep zigzag, zigzag, zigzagging until you get to the end. Turn it over. This is our front page. And we've got 2 barns, 2 barn fronts, and they're both the same. So you can stick them down as you jolly well please because they're symmetrical. And it doesn't matter. Glue that one. Pop it on the front. And this time I'll make sure that everything looks fine on both sides. So that's the front. Do the same with the back. And you've got a lot of writing space if you want it to be a writing space on the back here, or you can just leave it blank. So you can use this as a little journaling space, an elaborate greetings card, or as a little nativity scene display. There we go. So there's my covers on my end pieces. So when I fold this up now, I've got a front and a back to my little nativity scene. Yay! Right, I'm going to finish these guys off camera and I'll come back and we'll put the thing together. So here are my little guys, all stuck together, still drying, so I'll give those a minute. And let's bring our house back into play. Now we've got a belly band here and you can use that or not, it's up to you. And that is designed to wrap around the house, have it, the barn, have it more on one side than on the other. A little like that. Wrap it round again. You've got extra there, you can trim a bit off. There. And don't have it too tight because you want to be able to slide it off easily. So a little bit of wiggle room. Glue your belly band down, lining it up. I went a bit excessive with my glue there. There we are. And then you can slide this off and make sure it slides off nicely before you commit. And you've still got a little bit of wiggle room left in your glue. I think I'll go a little wider. Now let's try popping that on again, just to be sure. That goes on beautifully. There we are. and slide that off. Right, let's go and have a look what's going on inside. Now the idea, you see, my dears, and this is difficult to get across in the video because we're top down, but when you've got this on display, you can be displaying the whole thing in an arc like that. You can fold these two pieces back, and so you've got a, let's angle that a little bit differently. So you've got a more rounded scene like that if you want. You can do a few different things, display it how you want to. And then it's simply a case of popping our little guys in our little pockets. And we've got Mary, and we've got the baby Jesus. We'll put him in with his mum. And we've got Joseph here, who I'm going to put looking that way to look at the North Star there. And we've got the three wise men bearing their gifts of gold, frankincense and myrrh. They can all face towards the baby Jesus. And I'll put the other one in here. And we've got two shepherds. Both of them holding little baby lambs. Pop you in there. Whoops, Daisy, come on. And we've got a sheep. And I'm going to put the sheep in. Oh, I've got a space there for a sheep. That's sensible, isn't it? And I've also got the donkey in there as well. So there we go. They are all our lovely characters tucked inside our little accordion folded nativity scene. We've got a belly band to go around the front. It's quite a beautiful, humble, cute little kit, this one. I'm very fond of it. Belly band goes around there. I like that. It's a little tight. And there we have it. So that when we come to open it, we've got all of this going in here. We can take out our pieces. And like I say, we're on the wrong angle for you guys, but I'm sure you get the idea. We can display this as we want. We've got all our standing. It looks great from the front, guys, honestly. We've got all our little standing guys there. It works beautifully and I'm very, very happy with it. Have fun, my loves, and I will see you next time. I'm not going to play with this now.